As Ian barrels through Florida, there is new research released today about flooding. It shows about half of the hospitals in 25 metro areas along the Gulf and Atlanta are at risk of flooding from a Category 2 hurricane. Ian made landfall as a Category 4. Here is the top 10 cities most at risk overall. 5 are in Florida, and then 2 in particular, the Tampa, St. Petersburg area, and the Northport, Sarasota area took the brunt of Ian when it was at its strongest. Newsy science and health correspondent Lindsey Theis joins us now to share what this all means. But first, Lindsey, let's go ahead and start with health issues that those impacted by the storm might be faced with right now.
Absolutely. And as some people are still bracing for the impacts of this storm, Veronica, what they're going to be facing is very different than, let's say, the folks who are in that Naples, Fort Myers area, the Tampa or Orlando area. When you talk about the immediate for some of those in those decimated parts of Florida that we've seen already, you're talking about, dangers with drinking contaminated water. You're talking about dangers with there's still been floodwaters and someone could walk in and get electrocuted. Very physical safety type of health risks. There's also a very important mental health risk that we need to talk about for not just those people who are dealing with this immediate trauma, but there's also something to be said for those loved ones who might be trying to call or get a hold of them. We're going to continue to see these health concerns come in the coming days.
Hurricane Ian's storm surge and flooding in the days to come can wreak havoc on someone's health. The National Hurricane Center has clocked Ian's waters 9 feet or more over high tide in several areas across Florida. Those waters overwhelm sewage systems, leaving those who rode out the storm in murky, polluted water. Even in shallow floodwater areas, a small cut could easily get infected. Power outages, meaning no air conditioning, could lead to heat stroke or exhaustion. Gas-powered generators inside or close to open windows, doors, window air conditioners, or exhaust vents can cause carbon dioxide poisoning. Shelters will also take precautions to avoid disease outbreaks like COVID or the flu. And getting to a hospital in a flood, also an issue here. Tampa Bay General Hospital erected an aqua fence, and patients, many too sick to evacuate, were moved to the 3rd floor. Risk management measures, they say, pay off.
This is the safest place to be in downtown Tampa, and not because of the wall, but because of the whole system we have in place with our generators and our infrastructure, our storm-hardened windows and our hurricane shutters, and all the things that you don't have in your own home.
It comes as researchers from the Harvard T. Chan School of Public Health sound the alarm for many hospitals on the Atlantic and Gulf Coast to be prepared for future storms. Their new study found even weak hurricanes could flood most hospitals in those urban coastal areas, and we can expect more as sea levels rise caused by climate change. Lead author, Dr. Alexandra Taraboshi, yes.
And that this could impact 1 in 4 Americans that are served by these hospitals. There are going to be impacts from hurricanes on hospital and therefore patient care and human health.
The study included a list of 10 cities with the highest risk where people couldn't get to the hospital because of flooded roads. At the top, Punta Gorda and Naples, Florida.
The lead author of this research piece said, Veronica, that really the hope is that in addition to sounding an alarm for these governments, these public health systems, also kind of giving a heads up to doctors so that if they are in one of these at-risk areas, they can keep in mind what their patients need too. Back to you.
Absolutely. All right, Lindsey Theis reporting for us. We appreciate it, Lindsey. Thank you.